Warning: the stories you're about to hear are real and unscripted. Names have been changed to protect the identities of those involved. Viewer discretion is advised.
I'm a 14-year-old girl, and I, like many of the majority of teenagers, enjoy being home alone. My dad works from home, so very rarely does this happen. But when the opportunity arises, I will take it. One day, both my parents decided to take my brother to a chess class and then go shopping in a strip mall nearby. They asked if I wanted to come along, but seeing the chance to being home alone and eating Halloween candy and watching Dexter with the sound turned up all the way, I decided to take the chance, but I regret it now. They convinced me to come, but I don't like going outside, where my fellow introverts are at, and they left a couple minutes later. I settled in for a few hours of peace with a mountain of Twix and Kit Kats, and the glory that is Michael C. Hall. I don't know what chemicals those candy people put in this stuff, but I'm not complaining. After a few episodes, the candy was all gone, and all I had left were those shiny wrappers that I would probably sell my soul for. I have a candy addiction. I went to throw them out and mourn the loss of my chocolate caramel cookie that is Twix when I saw the trash can was near overflowing. It was about 6:30 now, but dark enough to basically be the middle of the night. I wasn't exactly comfortable to go outside in the dark, especially when the house next to me hasn't had anyone living in it for the past 2 years, which means bank people or whatever are constantly walking around it. However, the garbage bin is right next to the garage door, and I can get outside in the back in about 5 seconds, so I decided to take the risk. I went outside, threw the trash away, and as I was turning around to go back in, I saw a man walking by. This isn't really that uncommon, as I live on a busy street and I live in an upper middle class area, so there's not that much crime and people go walking at night all the time. I thought it was kind of weird that he was wearing all black because normally people want to be seen in the dark so that they don't get hit by cars, but it didn't seem that strange. He was on his phone and didn't even look up at me, which I was thankful for because I was wearing a nightgown and my hair was such a mess. I ran back inside and hit the button that closed the garage door. As the garage door was slowly climbing down, the man had immediately raced inside. I was in shock. I stared at him, and we made eye contact. But the garage door was shut, and he smiled wide. I shrieked and slammed the door that led into the garage and shut it and locked it. He started yelling at me about just wanting to be friends. Yes, a creeper man. I, a teenage girl home alone, will gladly befriend you. A man who just ran into my garage. Sure, let's be friends. Hey, let's play a game of Yahtzee while we're at it. I called my parents. I probably should have just called the police, but I didn't want them to come home and have this strange man jump out and attack them once they got inside. They didn't pick up, of course. I texted them frantically. Then I decided to call 911, who said they would send out a squad car. The next 10 minutes were probably the most frightening moments of my life. The operator stayed on the phone with me and told me not to go outside in case he had anyone else out there. But I could hear him in the garage. He didn't try to break down the door or anything. Instead, he scratched it and jiggled the doorknob. And at that point, he called for me to open the door, which was probably scarier than life itself. I heard the garage door open and close, and then the police came. The guy was outside, sitting in the front garage of the empty house next door. He said he was just a landscaper and that he just wanted to talk to me, and that we had spoken before and that we were friends. I was basically hysterical at this point, and with my sugar-addled brain, I couldn't even form coherent sentences. The cops did arrest him, and my parents did come home. They saw that I was alright, and then seemed more concerned about the car that was in the garage than about me, their own daughter. I'm never going out again at night. Heck, I don't even want to stay home alone at night. I just don't know why these weirdos always think they'll be able to convince someone to try and open the door.
Thank you guys again for watching my videos. It does mean a lot that you guys are staying subscribed, staying tuned. I'm sorry for the delay that this video took. This video was meant to be uploaded 2 days ago, but unfortunately there's been some things going on in my life and so I haven't been able to upload as often as I would like to, but I'm going to keep uploading as often as I can. One quick question I wanted to ask you guys though is because since I haven't narrated my own personal voice in a while, what if I started narrating videos that even if they have to do with a girl, in my own voice? Would you guys want to hear a story meant to be done by a girl told by a guy? Please let me know how you guys all feel about this, and happy holidays.